Good morning. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all safe. And we're starting our online courses, which is very, very exciting, of course. But there has been a few questions about this spoken word monument assignment. What's going on, Flossman? Well, if anyone's bothered to actually read their user guide, it's all inside. Let's just flip, shall we, to the first page. Monument and spoken word. You see, this covers the area of the curriculum, which is citizenship and heritage. And basically what it is, it demonstrates an understanding of the importance of memorizing genocide as a means of ensuring the legacy of social traditions, values, religion, and art forms. And basically this part of the curriculum is about you making a statement. Some of you are very good with words, and you are going to make an amazing spoken word. That spoken word, of course, is 1 minute long. Some other people will say, no, I'm not into that. I'd like to present a piece of art that represents a memorial to injustice or genocide or any of the themes we've talked about thus far in genocide. So this short video is just going to tell you how to do a spoken word. And the next video will tell you how to do a monument or a memorial. All right, so let's get started. So what is a spoken word? Well, basically, a spoken word is your opportunity to make a statement. I'd say about 1 minute to 1.5 minutes. That's all you need. You need to film yourself, you need to send it to me. Basically, you need to make a statement about an injustice, something that you feel very, very passionate about. It can be a genocide or it can address any of the themes that we've talked about thus far in our class. Now, what are some of the devices you use in a spoken word? Well, obviously, the voice, the projecting. You have to have passion, eye contact. You have to be committed. You don't have to memorize it, but you should know your subject, absolutely. I'm asking you to use 3 poetic devices because you can't just read it. There has to be an attempt at imagery. You must convey a message using 3 things: personification, metaphor, and simile. What are they, you ask? Well, let me give you an example. On the hub, I've placed a bunch of examples, but I'm going to give you 3 of my favorites. Now, they come from Mr. Bishop's favorite book. It's called To Kill a Mockingbird, written by Harper Lee in 1962, and it still to this day remains a classic. A controversial classic, but a classic. I'm going to read to you. Now, Harper Lee was a master with the written word. First, let me read you an example, an amazing use of metaphor. Summer was on the way. Jim and I waited it with impatience. Summer was our best season. It was sleeping on the back screen porch in cots or trying to sleep in the treehouse. Summer was everything good to eat. It was 1,000 colors in a parched landscape. Now let's see her do a perfect simile. In the frosty December dusk, their cabins looked neat and snug with pale blue smoke rising from the chimneys and the doorways glowing amber from the fires inside. There were delicious smells about, chicken, bacon frying crisp as the twilight air. And finally, the use of personification. Okay, maybe you shouldn't write that one, but it's a good meme. Personifications, you give an inanimate object human qualities. So I'm going to read you one. The lightning danced across the sky. Of course, the lightning doesn't really dance, but you know what I'm getting at. So basically, you got to use those 3 poetic devices to get your message across. You have to be passionate. And how do you start? This is the problem. And a student taught me this once. They said, Mr. Flossman, never ever start at the top of the page. Start in the middle. Just write a few sentences in the middle of the page. Because you know what? We often do that. We sit there and we stare at a blank page and we don't know how to start. Why start at the beginning? Start at the middle. And then build your way up and down. And before long, you're going to have yourself a 1 minute spoken word statement that's going to knock my socks off. Good luck, Waterdown. I know you can do it.